Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be looking at one of the resurrected leader from the grave, which is the OP02 Smoker. Now recently there was a resurgence of Smoker in like some of the competitions, like big competitions throughout the world. One of the most recent one would be the Wave 2 of the CS Yogo in Japan, and I'm pretty sure if you are watching this right now, it is one of the matches where BY Luffy actually misplay, but still managed to still get the win towards the end. But regardless of that, Smoker getting into top 16. It's probably says a lot of says a lot in this deck. This deck actually have a new support from ST19, so we'll look at that one. Tashigi, basically this is your engine which will help you win your mid-game matches. So if you manage to to remove your opponent's board within mid game, then you would have like a upper hand basically majority of the match, and that's just very critical because Tashigi in mid game, if she can clear the board, then your next few turns, that means that you're just going to be dropping your big buddies such as your Gecko Moria and the other stuff. You also have your Sengoku as well, which is trash 2 and then draw 3, which is pretty good because you would still need to play some of the cards from your grave once you drop that Gecko Moria. And then we'll talk about that one later on how to like which cards you need to set up for your Gecko Moria turn. And just having this Sengoku filtering as well is really good because you get 3 cards in return. So they could be in a form of like a 2K or another Tashigi, or even like your boss cards like your Gecko Moria or your Stosi, which is it's pretty good in my opinion. I have a lot of success using Sengoku. He is you can play him as well with your Rebecca, I believe, and just having that drawing power is really important in this deck. Now this is the deck list that I'm running. It's pretty standard for the black decks. As you can see, we do have our small cost removers such as Brook and Kobe. We do have our 2K counters with T-Bone, Suru, Tashigi, the 3-cost Tashigi, not the new one, and that's pretty much it. Having this much 2K, so that's what, like 2, 6, 10 2K counters. It's not that bad. The reason why is because you're playing the 4-cost Rebecca. If you're really ahead of the game, like throughout the whole game, you can pretty much just grab one of the 2K from your trash once you play that Gecko Moria turn. Or if you have that Kobe or Brook into your hand, then you can just grab a 2K counter for that turn. Now for the other decks, for the other cards as well in the deck, we do have one copy of Isho. This is mainly for matchups that likes to have big hands, such as like Black Yellow Luffy or even Enel or any of the yellow ones, or even the Green Bonnie as well, the Green Bonnie matchups. So you want to see this one during those matchups. I feel like having one copy is enough, but it's not too bad to swap out one of your cards to to another copy of issue as well. So yeah, and having that -3 as well on his turn could be, like, potentially it could like remove like big bosses as well throughout the late game. We also have Renew, which is mostly just can search majority of our cards, most of the navy cards in here. One copy of Sabo, obviously that's just for filtering or for the black matchups. And then just your standard ones. So you got Rebecca, you got your Gecko. I also added Stussy. Stussy is mainly for cards like Jack. There's not a lot of cards to remove Jack these days. I think the other one would be like Red Rock. That's like a guaranteed removal. Otherwise, you gotta spend a lot of resources just to remove one Jack. So playing a Stussy is really good, in my opinion. This also carries out into OP09. So if you have that 10 cost Shanks as well, can be easily removed by Stussy. And yeah, overall it's such a good card that fits well in our deck, because you're gonna be playing like the Renew or the Sengoku anyway, so you always have a target to KO on your board, and then KO something else from your opponent's board. Drawing, I have the Hina as well, mainly for the early game removal. So if I'm on like 7 Dawn, I can just do like a Rebecca Hina combo, and then I can just play Kobe. I can pretty much remove anything that's like 7 or lower character from my opponent's board. And yeah, just having that Hina is a really good card as well. It's really actually one of my targets as well. If I play the Sengoku, it's one of the cards that I usually just put in trash alongside with the Helmeppo, because I wanted to, like, Hina is like a no counter card, so it's not bad to throw it away as one of your sacrifice card from your hand. We also have the Helmeppo. Helmeppo is mainly for the Gecko Moria combo. We already talked about Sengoku and Toshigi, and the final piece for our deck is Ice Age. So as you all know, Ice Age is a -5. You play that one with the Gecko Moria. You have so much. Minusing costs in that turn, so you can pretty much just remove any of the big bodies, except for Jack maybe, unless you you spend a couple of resources from there. But yeah, this is deck list that I'm running, and we're just gonna look into both curves. So if you manage to go turn 1 or turn 2, then we'll have a look into like how you map the curve for each turn. Actually, we're just gonna talk about the opening hand first. So opening hand, obviously you want to see your Toshigi. Your game plan revolves around Toshigi. That's why it is very important to grab this one, remove whatever your opponent puts on the board early game, and just go ahead and starts swinging 7k with your leader, or even next turn you can attach one Dawn into Toshigi. She can swing 7, and that's just put a lot of pressure into your opponent. And then eventually you'll reach like 8 to 10 Dawns, and then that's a turn where you play Gecko Moria, and that's just gonna put a lot of pressure into your opponent, and they need to catch up as well with your board. Because having their board removed, and then you slowly develop your board late game, they won't be able to catch up with you. Another opening hand that you wanted to see is Sengoku. Like I said, you just sacrifice one of your Hina, one of your non-counter cards, or one of the cards that you want to set up for Gecko Moria. You just trash them, and you just draw 3, and then hopefully you draw a Moria or like a Tashigi as well, just to set up your early game. Okay, now if we get the first turn, preferably I like to go first. The reason why is because I can play Tashigi into the third turn, and then on the fourth turn I can swing with her with 7k as well. So there's not a lot of things that the opponent would be there's not a lot of things that's going on into my opponent's board at that rate. And that's why I like to go I like to go first if I can. So turn 1, obviously you're just gonna set up your trash for Gecko's ability, and this also lets you draw 1 card. So draw, well, what I meant by this one is you draw an extra card in return for the 2 cards that you will trash. Second turn, there's not much option that we can play. You can either use your leader ability if the opponent drop a searcher and swing 7k. Majority of the searcher these days costs like one cost, and you just attach 1 Don into your leader, and then it'll just it'll ramp you up into like 7k. So you can punish your opponent if they try to do a search, and you just abuse that ability over and over again until they they're low in life, or like run out of cards in hand. And then you still have 2 remaining Dons. If you do that, you can just search like a 2k or like a Tashigi again, just in case that you don't have enough Tashigi in your hand. And yeah, you can just wait for the next turn, and then you can just play the Tashigi. So 5 Dons, obviously you're just gonna play Tashigi. It clears anything that your opponent puts on the board, and then you can swing 5 just to poke your opponent, and you just move on. So 7 Dons, there's not much going on with 7 Dons. You can play Rebecca as well. You can pitch a 2k counter from the trash, and then use her to block straight away. So just use her also like a chump blocker straight away, because you would want that Rebecca into your trash, because next turn you're gonna be playing Gecko Moria. So once you have the Rebecca in your trash, you can play Gecko Moria. It doesn't matter at this point, because if you're like way ahead and remove every single thing in the board, you can just use Gecko Moria, grab the Rebecca, and then if for some reason you have another Sengoku in your trash, play those ones. You don't have to KO everything with the Gecko Moria combo. So that turn will just boost your defense, and then it would give you a 9k body as well on the board. So there's a lot of pressure if I was the opponent and I see a Rebecca, I see a Gecko, I see a Tashigi, and then you can use your leader ability as well. Swing 7k, you swing, or if not, then you can swing 7k with Tashigi with an extra Don, and there's not much that your opponent can do unless they spend resources from their hand. So that's just basically the I guess the curve if you're going first, and then from there, once you have your once you're on the 6th turn, you just kind of like read the board, analyze the game state from there, and then if you have another Moria, then that's great. Use your Rebecca, put it in the trash, block whatever's coming, and yeah, just use your Gecko Moria, and then cycle out again with the same thing, and then you slowly build your board with Gecko Morias, and then you have suddenly all you have is like you have the Gecko Morias. You got 2 Gecko Moria, which is a 9k swing, which is like most of the leader are like 5k, and having a 9k body is like one of the magic numbers. You can they need to like block with 3 cards from their hand if you swing by 9. So really good. This is how you map your turn if you're going first. Let's look at the second turn curve. So the second turn, you do have a lot of you do have a few options. From on your first turn, you can either do the Sengoku or the search. I would go for the Sengoku first. It depends on my hand, and I would only go for a brand new if I have a Gecko Moria already on my hand, because I don't want to risk you know, I don't want to risk my first 3 cards and knowing that it is a Gecko Moria, because Gecko Moria is not searchable with a brand new, and you would just have to trash that Gecko Moria, and you would never see that again in your in the game, because there's no way for you to return that Gecko Moria back into your bottom deck. And then from there you pass for, like, you know, your 4 dawn turn. You can use your leader ability and then just KO any potential threat from the board, or play the Brook 2 as well, plus the leader ability, and then just KO whatever your opponent play on that turn. Usually you would play the Kobe if you're matching up with a purple Luffy. So if you guys don't know, purple Luffy, if they take first and then they go on second turn, they play their leader ability, they go up to 4 dawns, and then they can play their Zoro. Zoro is a 6k's body, and you don't want that, so you want to remove that one as soon as possible. So, and that's only doable if you use your leader ability, and the 3 dawns, 3 active dawns left, you have to play the Kobe. So you gotta remember that some decks would be, you know, they would just play like a vanilla, or like, you know, like a 4 cost if they have the ability to ramp up very early. Again, there's not much difference from this turn onwards. You can use your Tashigi plus leader ability to clear anything again on the board. Also swing 7k with the leader ability. Okay, so for those of you who doesn't know, you can play the on-play ability of Tashigi. You -4. You don't have to KO straight away. You can use your leader ability first, attach 1 dawn. You need to declare which card you want to minus the cost, and if that card reduced into 0 cost, then you get the extra 1k from your leader ability. So it's very important. Make sure that you do it on the proper sequence, otherwise you're not getting the most efficient way to swing with, you know, with the Tashigi and the Smoker leader ability. And then from there, once it hits 0, you can then use the active ability of Tashigi. Remember, there's 2 types of effect of Tashigi. One's an on-play, and then one's a active one. So you gotta remember that one. If you're new to the game, you need to remember that sequencing. And then you swing with 7k, puts a lot of pressure into your opponent. You move on to the next turn. You have 8 dawns. You can play Issue if you have enough life, or you can play Moria if you have pieces in the trash. So what I mean by pieces in the trash is if you have the Rebecca, the Helmeppo for some reason, if you manage to get that one really early, then you can use that one to minus something, and then use the Rebecca to grab a Kobe, and then just KO whatever is in there. So really strong turn as well. Also, if you have the Isho, majority of the time, if you've been swinging 7 in this game, then there's a lot of cards from your opponent's hand. Usually it is they have a good amount of cards from their hand, and you can just play Isho, and then you can just trash those two from their hand. A really strong card, especially in the meta right now. A lot of decks want to have a massive hand, and just having to remove them if they have 6 or more is very good in my opinion. Also, on your next turn, you can just attach Wondo into Ishu again, -3 to everything, and it will be a lot easier to KO stuff on your opponent's board. Things that you want in your trash. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You want to put these cards in the trash as soon as possible. You can either use it into, again, the new Sengoku card, or you can use them as a counter throughout the early game. So normally what I would like to do is I would trash the Helmepo straight away. That's why I put him first in this photo, in this slide as well, because he is the most important card that needs to be in the trash. That's his whole reason. That's the whole reason why we are playing a Helmepo, is because you want to use this one into the Gecko Moria combo. That's all. That's all. If you see this, use it as a counter. If not, make sure he's in the trash. Kobe as well. Kobe is mainly your removal into this deck. I know it sucks because you can only remove a 3-cost lower or less. That's why this deck is not top tier. It is great, but it's not top tier. It's because it lacks removal, being a black deck. That's why you try to use your Tashigi to swing as much as you can, finish the game before your opponent setups their big body, because you're gonna struggle to remove those bigger bodies because you can only KO 3 costs or less. But yeah, you want this one on your trash. You want this one to be part of your Gecko Moria combo as well. But yeah, you can use this one very early as well. If you have a spare copy of Kobe, make sure you put it straight away into the trash. If you're ever gonna use like the one of the Kobe's, and then just put the other Kobe into the trash. Hina already explained to you guys. She can be put into the trash using the Sengoku effect, and she's also good with the -4 ability as well. Suru, again, you need this one for the Gecko Moria combo, and she's a 2k counter, so it's very easy to trash her. But yeah, the Brook, obviously it will be the same thing as Kobe. You need the Brook in the trash early as well, so just in case, you can play the Rebecca very early. And yeah, majority of this one is the whole reason why you want these cards in the trash is because of the Gecko Moria combo. That's it. There's no other reasons. If you can set up your trash very early, if you see these cards very early, use them as your counter. I can't stress enough how much you need to put this in your trash, because if once you go on your 8th dawn turn and your trash is not ready, then you're gonna struggle to win against your opponent. Because remember, your opponent is still catching up on your board, and if you can't remove all the pieces that they try to put into the board by 8 dawns, by dropping your Gecko Moria, then they will slowly catch up, and then they're just gonna overrun you, and then they will out resource you, and you will just lose the game. That's why I can't stress enough how much you need to pay attention into your trash as well. So that's the whole game plan with black decks. You need to be aware of your trash, your counters, your removal. Yes, there's a lot of things to consider. It's a very high, I would say intermediate into like a high skill set type of deck. But once you know do some reps, you lose a lot of things, you learn from those mistakes, and then you slowly become good. Then the game will be a lot easier for you if you play black, just because of the removal. And every set you get some sort of support for black, and it's getting better and better. So if you're planning to go to this route and playing black in the future, then I would suggest to pick up those skills by being aware of your trash, of how you put cards in your trash and stuff like that. This deck is you can play this deck into OP09 as well, because there's nothing that we can add from the OP09 meta, or like from the OP09 set. So if you're planning to pick up this deck, I think it's one of the cheaper options right now, and it's it can compete as well. It can compete. So if you're a newer player, I hope that you learn something new from this guide. And if you have any questions, just comment down below, and I will try to answer that one as soon as possible. And if you have any requests of which deck I should break down next, just comment down below as well. Like and subscribe if you want to support this channel. We reached 350 subs, and we're aiming for that 500 subs hopefully by the end of the year. If not, then early next year. So there's more to come. OP09 is around the corner, and I'm very excited for OP09, because there's a lot of I guess diversity of deck. There's a diversity of meta decks that will be I guess in the meta, or like the top tier decks. It depends on where you live, depends on where you are in part of the world, and it's very versatile now. Not compared to like the earlier sets. There's always either like the red or the yellow, but now there's a lot of decks that are coming up as well. People are starting to crack the codes on some of the decks, some of the older decks. You get more supports. Older leaders have new cards to play with. There are like a lot of rogue decks as well that are getting cooked up by other people, and yeah, it's a very good time to start One Piece. If you're just getting into One Piece, it's a very good time. And also PRB01 just released not too long ago, so if you're planning to pick up a booster box, then that will be the best booster box to open. All right, enough yapping for me. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and don't forget to watch the other video that I did, so you can have like a sample. There's a good sample size of my games in that video, and just check it out so you can have a better view of how this deck works. But yeah, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Bye. Psych. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna record one video for you guys, because I realized that I was recording, well, when I did my recording back then, it was for a different deck. It was a different deck list, it was a different play style, but we're gonna use this one as an example, because this is the deck that I'm actually running. I've made a lot of changes into the previous from the previous video, and I just want to be transparent to you guys, and I just want you to have a a better view of how this game works. So like I said, there's not much that we can do into the first two turns, so we're just gonna use our Sengoku and our Burnu. We also managed to draw into another Gecko Moria, which is really good. That's what you wanted to see, having 3 Gecko Morias in your hand. We were able to use the Brenu as well, so we're not too scared that we're gonna top deck the Gecko Moria, and then when we use our Brenu, we're just gonna trash it. Also, I forgot to mention earlier in the video that this Smoker deck is a 5 life leader, which is very good. You know, it's something that we take for granted because we've been so used into having a multicolored leader and having a 4 life leader, and yeah, just having a 5 life leader again is very refreshing. Here I don't have I think the best option would be the Hina. We're not gonna use her for her cost reduction, but we're just gonna put her on our board as a body. Okay, so he opted out. Okay, well that's good. That means that he's gonna attack that Hina, and we buy ourselves another turn. So we play the Hina for free anyway, and he removed that Rebecca, which we want anyway. So I'm not too fussed about that one. Here is your engine. You play this one. Make sure you play your leader first. Oh, sorry, you play your leader after, and then you can remove that one. So always remember that sequence. Otherwise, you're not gonna make use of, or you know, take advantage of these 2 cards in here. Also, we're gonna do one OP08.5 and OP09 matchups, so you guys can see the difference between the metas. Because this deck can just go into OP09 with no changes, so there's no worry on that one. We're going into 9 Dawn next turn, and he hasn't established anything on the board yet, and he used 2k counters. We're gonna we'll try to make sure to go. No, okay, so we can't counter out of that one. 7, 8. Should we counter? If we counter, yeah, it should be fine, right? We can counter out of it. 7, 8, 9, because we need those cards anyway in our trash, but it just feels bad. We can definitely reduce this into 2. Yeah. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use our leader ability. We are gonna attack with the Shigi first, because that's our lowest attack power that we have. I'm gonna use a 2k. Look at that pressure, man. There's so much pressure for Katakuri, and he can't just he can't counter everything. Yeah, so this is why we swing with Tashigi first, because we don't want to get a trigger and then get removed even before we swing with our characters. So what we'll do is we'll do this. We'll reduce this one. We'll use the Tsuru first to reduce it to 2. We'll grab the Kobe and Kobe ability. It feels bad to throw one of the Ice Age, but it's needed, so we're gonna do that one. Now he's on 1 life. He may be able to play a 7 Mom here, but it doesn't really matter. Or he may be able to play a Katakuri, but that doesn't matter because we can finish him off next turn if he doesn't clear this Kobe though. We're still on 4 life. And we do have decent pieces in our trash as well. So we can go for another Gecko Moria combo. And get this Kobe. And yeah, reduce whatever's in there. Removing the Suru as well. That's not a very wise decision. Okay, removing the oh, actually I should have just blocked, my bad. Completely forgot about that one. It's okay. 10 mom, not too fussed about that. We can remove that one with with the Gecko Moria anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Make sure we get a 7. It's a lot of pressure. 7, 9. Those are the magic numbers. Too good, man. It's too strong. Too strong. It doesn't matter if he triggers anything, because we can just take that life anyway. Where is that Suru that he removed? Now get this. Remove that big mom, and we end our turn. So we do have 2 blockers as well. He's got 2 cards in hand. He's got 1 life. It doesn't matter if he have another 10 mom. We can just easily, you know, go for game next turn. This is why Smoker is really good as well, because you always punish their searcher. If they drop a searcher, you can just attach 1 Dawn to your leader. You always remove that one. Okay, he's gonna remove one of my Rebecca, which is fine. I'm not too worried about it. I can take the next 2 swings, and I would still live. Yudatsu, the the Kobe, and he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have anything. Yeah, go for it, man. Go 7. Let's go for 9. But surely he doesn't have any. Yeah, he doesn't have any counter. I'll just go for 12 and then go for 13. He doesn't have any counter, so that's GG. So yeah, so that's how you win against Katakuri, or that's how you, I guess, how you play if you have the first turn. We're gonna go into OP09, and hopefully we can grab, we can have a matchup for with the OP09 leaders. Alrighty, so we are going to be facing against the Black Purple Luffy. Yeah, these leaders actually pretty interesting. I really like this leader. I don't think a lot of people will be playing this, but yeah, I might have to mess around and see how my local is with this leader. Being a 4 life as well is not that great, so yeah. Okay, ooh, nice. We got a Stussy early. Now, do I want to remove this one with my Tashigi? Yeah, I think I should just remove this one with my Tashigi. I'm a bit too greedy if I remove that one using this combo here, but yeah, we'll do this first. -3, go, remove that one, then we'll end our turn. So we can take up to 2 life. Ooh, that's Sanji. Really good. We don't have the Moria yet. We don't have a 2k in hand as well, which is bad. Okay, let's see. Can we remove this one? We got 5. We need an extra 2. Should we use the Ice Age? I think we can use the Ice Age at this turn. Because we don't want him to set up his board. Ooh, actually. Hold up. What we can do is we can put a blocker here. Pitch back the Tashigi. Use the Brook and then yeah, just KO it. Okay. So at least that way we didn't we managed to draw a blocker. Yeah. So we managed to play a blocker and draw a Brook from the trash, which is not bad. He's still gonna attack with the blocker. I always find it funny when a blocker is sideways and you still attack to it. It's basically the same thing, but yeah. Now this is tough. 3 down to 4. I should set up for my Stussy play. What I can do is I can do this. Play the Brook again. We can't KO that one. He's down to 5. Oh, wait! I made a mistake. I should have done this one first. No, I should have just done this one instead. Oh man, it's only down to 2. That's my bad. That was my bad. I should have played this one instead rather than the Yep, I made a huge mistake. I feel like the Gecko Moria is coming, so I don't really want to do the search. Okay, so we messed up that round and see if we can still win against this. Gonna go for that. Okay, that's fine. Go for that. That's fine as well. Take a counter. Man, I feel like the if I do this, the Gecko Moria will come up. Never mind. Can we do that? 5, 4. We can remove this one. Right? Okay, cool. 8. He should take that one. Remove that one. Okay, so we're still in the game. I feel like Luffy is gonna come. No, another Kaido. It's fine. I think we're still fine. It's just the swings, man. Swings. Okay, that's fine. We're still fine. Swing 6. And then we'll use this Stussy. Trash this and then trash this. Okay, good. We're still in this. We're still in this. 1 life each. What's he gonna play? Is he gonna play the Gear 5? No, he's playing the Gecko. Okay, that's actually a good choice. And what is he playing for? Okay, he's not playing anything. We don't have any. Oh, actually, we don't. We don't, right? You can go for little, so he goes 7, 7, 8. One of this. Come on. He doesn't have any Gum Gum Gatling as well, which is very interesting. We remove this blocker. Then I won't be able to play a Sabo next. Ah, that sucks, man. That leader ability. Okay. We have 4 as well. actually remove this one first. What am I doing? Attack for 9. Does he have it? Oh, he bricked. Oh my god, he bricked. Yeah, I think it's hard if you don't see a Gum giant. Yeah, that's just like the next card he has as well. If he just like play that one, then yeah, I reckon he would won. But yeah, unfortunately, he gave up even before managed to get his. Actually, no, he can't. He can't play that one as well because he doesn't have enough counter for 11k swing. So it would be like, well, like 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he bricked up, but he should have just played this one earlier, and he would have got the game. But yeah, we messed up. In the end, we managed to get a win, and yeah, so that's just your smoker deck for OP08 and OP09. I hope you guys liked that video. If you did like that video, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys into the next one. Bye.